Moving on to more DC stuff, because they registered a trademark for Salvation Run for a film and comic books and merch, which is interesting. So I guess they're full just diving into this.
Yeah, this tied into what we were mentioning last week, that hopefully this will lead to new comics about this planet, because we weren't too hot on the comic this is based off of.
Love the idea.
Yeah, the idea is great. I really like the idea, and James Gunn agrees with us. He's like, we are simply using the idea of the planet. Yeah. There's nothing else that is going to be the same.
Yeah. What? It's not going to be 2 hours of Joker confusingly arguing with Lex Luthor?
No, I can't believe it. That's all I wanted.
What's interesting about it is that, like, the planet itself, the biggest interesting aspect of the planet is that it's Darkseid's training ground for parademons and experimental ground for other works like that. But Darkseid's not in the cards right now, which is also something that James Gunn said.
Yes.
So
it ties into another topic where Darkseid is not going to be the big bad, because James Gunn says that it's too similar to Thanos, and Zack Snyder already did it.
I've also talked about that on my channel. That video isn't out. It's in my DC animated movie video, but I talk about...
You fool.
Sorry, spoilers for that. But I talk about, I'm like, yeah, everyone thinks that Darkseid is just like a warlord who travels to different planets. I'm like, that's Mongol. That's not Darkseid. Darkseid's just an evil guy in space. Not like... He's not like going around he's just evil. He just likes torturing people and shit.
Most of the
time,
likes
fucking with
he's
people.
Like... Yeah, most of the time he's like Thanos. Most of the time he's like Thanos in that first after credit scene where he's just sitting out there being evil.
Yeah, but even like
he's just looking out.
His end goal isn't to like lead armies to other planets and conquer them and like, this is my territory now. Like, he just likes to be... He's Satan. Like, picture it like... Yeah, that's in the New 52 where they're like...
New 52 and Justice League War really made people believe that was the case.
And Justice League, the Snyder Cut.
And the Snyder Cut.
Dude, you know my favorite Darkseid line?
What?
August 23rd.
April 28th, 29th, and 30th. Fake fans.
I am. So you gotta save. You gotta add that save the date.
Save the date.
That's was
but the fact that
Darkseid actors announcement of the Snyder Cut. What was it for? I just needed to make sure people know I'm not being schizo.
Yeah, that was for SnyderCon.
Oh, it was the Thanos, the Darkseid actor, did a voice message telling people to save the date for SnyderCon, which is crazy that a SnyderCon exists. Like, what's
fantastic? But anyway,
everyone's dressed as King Leonidas.
So anyway, Darkseid is a pretty important part of Salvation Run, even though he only really shows up right at the end, or at least when they confirm that it's his training ground. So what do we think the planet's going to be like?
Immediately, they can just make it work without him. They just be like, "There's a bunch of evil giant aliens here."
Well, no, I think it's gonna be Brainiac related instead. I think that's probably gonna be it.
That'd be cool.
Because like, if reading the comic, especially those creatures, I feel like they could easily be like Brainiac was just doing. This is just some weird shit.
Yeah,
this is weird shit he was doing. Like, because in the comic, it's used as a training ground for parademons, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it could just be a planet where he keeps his experiments.
Yeah.
These crazy creatures that he's found or experiment on, and that could be it. I'm interested about the Guardians 3. I'm interested about the film trademark, because that might suggest that we might get a whole movie kind of like the comic where it's, villains fighting each other, which that might be incredible. That could be a really cool movie. Just saying.
Yeah, it made me think of a really cool ass movie I love called Suicide Squad 2016.
Okay, that really contributed to what I was saying. That's really good stuff.
What if I don't know why when I thought of like when you're like all the villains fighting each other, I don't know why I was like Suicide Squad 2016 because they fight each other. Like David Ayer directs it, and for some reason like Salvation just looks like downtown LA, and the Joker has the LA tattooed on his face, and it plays like like Rick Ross music.
Yeah, that would be really good.
I
think people would really like that movie. Yeah.
I would.
I agree. It'd be incredible.
I'd be there day one.
Should they bring Jared Leto back to play Joker?
Oh, yeah. And he should also cameo as Ares from Tron Ares.
Oh, my God,
he can be the hero.
Well, you just immediately made this podcast get 0 views by mentioning Tron.
Dead air, dead air, dead air.
Comedic pause.
Say something.
I was doing funny. I did funny pause.
I don't know what else there is to say about this Salvation trademark. So
yeah, I mean, like we'll see what happens, and yeah, we just need more villains, and then we can lead into that. So
who do you guys think is gonna be like the
Clayface is gonna be in it?
He's gonna be the main villain. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Clayface. That's why they have the Clayface movie, and he's gonna be the villain of Salvation, or just like the Black Adam method.
Yeah.
They were gonna do. Black Adam movie. And he's like the DC Thanos.
They could just
that's what was gonna happen.
They could just introduce villains in that movie too. That'd be fine, like some smaller ones. No, for sure. We should see some before, but like what I'm saying is like if fucking Parasite was on the planet, or fucking like I don't know who's like a fucking D tier Flash villain. All of them. I mean, like were there, and they didn't introduce them before. I'd be like, yeah, I get the point. Cool, Captain Boomerang's there. Cool, Deadshot's there.
Yeah, no, you could get away with introducing those villains on that.
It's just like there can be central characters, and you could populate the movie with a bunch of recognizable villains that haven't been introduced already, or you could just throw the creature. But the creature commandos will be there. Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now Frankenstein and Weasel and them will be there for sure.
Yeah, and we'll get King Shark again there and all that stuff. But you also have to have like those dispensable because people are gonna die. Like you gotta kill people off in that type of movie.
Man.
And I'm curious if that'll be a James Gunn movie. I feel like he would do that.
It's very James Gunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he's setting it up and they're gonna make a Salvation Run movie, I feel like it would be him. But yeah, it's interesting. The big bad of the universe, I would have said Brainiac at one point, but if he's going to be the villain of Man of Tomorrow, I feel like it's kind of pretty early to have them facing off. Well, none of that's confirmed, actually.
Yeah, nothing's confirmed.
That's the speculation.
The villain is going to be me.
Well, there's a little bit. We'll get into Lanterns now, but Lanterns wrapped shooting pretty recently, and when you work on a pretty big film or a pretty big television series, you end up getting crew gear, and for the crew gear they had a Green Lantern or hat, and on the hat it kind of alludes to the Center from New Frontier, so that might be what I don't think it will have much to do with the Salvation Run movie.
But that could potentially be the big villain, you think?
Yeah, that could be like what they're leading up to, because James Gunn also reposted someone. I forgot who said it, but when James Gunn got the reins over DC, someone posted to their story, New Frontier, and they were like, I have a feeling this is going to be very important or something going over with James Gunn in charge, and he put it on his story. So that could have just been like a, who knows, like whatever thing. But with the Green Lantern hat, there's a little bit more of a, a little bit more speculation.
That sounds cool to me.
Might come in.
I liked we saw the New Frontier animated movie. It's pretty freaking cool. So
it's pretty good. I really want to read that comic. We'll read that at some point.
Yeah. I would be on board with that. And also, it seems like we're getting, just to talk about who could be in Salvation Run, it looks like we're getting a handful of Lantern villains.
You're gonna have, your Sinestro is gonna be in there.
Highly rumored,
sure,
or I should say, highly speculated. And this is fair game to talk. We haven't iterated this. I think we have like a kind of rule to not talk about leaks and on this channel. But this was said by one of the actors, and he might just be jerking us around. But the actor has said, I forget what his name is, who's on that. He's heavily implied he was playing Black Hand, and and through something else, I believe he said it's also heavily implied that Atrocitus will be in the Lantern show. So that's already 3 pretty big Green Lantern villains that could appear in Salvation Run. Sinestro, Atrocitus.
That's pretty wild. I didn't know about the Atrocitus thing. That's crazy.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That also just gives me hope in general for the more hope for this show. I am super excited for it, but they just keep saying the grounded thing. And James Gunn has already stated that when he says grounded, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's all just going to be
realistic, like the Batman.
Realistic and grounded are different things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I need a first look. I need them when they show this trailer. If they aren't like in their suits, I'm gonna be concerned.
The teaser the teaser is on its way. It looks like.
Yeah, apparently we're gonna be getting that real soon. And now that there's even like set leaks. Like there was a leaked cardboard cutout of Guy Gardner like in a beverage ad for the show, so now we're getting stuff from it.
Okay.
Promotion's going to start pretty soon.
Yeah, James Gunn has seen the trailer for it, but he doesn't know when it's going to come out because that's in the realm of HBO Max.
Yeah.
Because they have their own marketing team, because marketing a show is completely different from marketing a movie. So he's like, yeah, that's in their court. They're going to show it when they show it. They're just like, yeah, don't worry about it. You know, we'll take care of your little TV show. And
I wonder if it'll be attached potentially to the upcoming The Pennywise show or Return to Derry, maybe the finale.
Pennywise.
Pennywise. It could be.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm sure it's not going to be every episode them fucking flying around in space because that's probably super expensive.
No, there's definitely going to be like slower episodes of them just doing detective shit.
Yeah, but if they I want them to go to I want them to do Green Lantern shit.
If Sinestro and Atrocitus are in it, I think it's safe to say
there's going to be
like they're going to suit up, they're going to do Green Lantern construct shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I should be worried, but there is just a tad bit of skepticism where I'm like, but maybe you guys are fucking with me.
We all want it to feel like Green Lantern. That doesn't mean every episode, every minute needs to be them flying in space. But that does need to happen. I do at least need to be a part of it, like that shit that they do. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't need to see them go to Oa. I don't need to see them be on that planet full of CGI things. I get that for a show, maybe you don't want to do that, but at least
budget-wise,
go to space.
Yeah,
go to space and have a fight. Maybe one fight.
They don't even have. As long as they're fucking flying around in their suits. Maybe there's a sick ass fight scene with Sinestro where they're flying and around Earth. Cool, or they go to Salvation. That would be sick. I think I'm pretty sure Gunn said that Salvation is an element in this mystery they're solving. So I think, I think
it's gonna be a central part of it.
Yeah, I think it would be sick if part of the plot is villains are disappearing and being sent to Salvation, and Hal and John have to investigate where they're going. That sounds cool to me. Who knows?
I saw. Actually, I think it's a leak, so never mind. I won't talk about that. There was like a synopsis, but never mind.
Yeah, we support the film industry. We're not going to ruin your.
We support.
We're not going to ruin your movies and your shows. We're on your side. We just want to talk about.
Yeah, we got you.
We're fans.
Yeah,
we're the ethical. We're not going to leak the photo of all three Spider-Mans on set together.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
And we're not going to put our watermark over it too.
What an insane move! What a move to leak, guys, to do damage.
We already said his name on the show.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Sorry, John.
Yeah, it's John Caffey.
Yeah,
whatever. That guy.
Guys, if you look at Andrew's crotch, you can clearly tell it's a Photoshop. Like his dick, it's not there. He doesn't have one.
What?
So it's fine. It's a fake photo. You don't remember that?
Is that what he said?
Did he? They were like zooming in on the bulge of Andrew Garfield, and they're like, if you guys look closely at the bulge, you can see that this is Photoshop.
That's
I'm not gonna lie,
but Jesus,
I'm low key like when that happened, I guess they didn't want to give away that it was happening, because if they did listen, they would have given it away. But that dude is so lucky that Disney or Sony did not take his fucking channel down.
Oh yeah, no, because
if anyone else did that,
dude, it's a fucking miracle. Because it would be so easy for Disney to be like, that was our biggest fucking movie, and you ruined one of our biggest.
Not just Disney, and Sony.
Yeah, for them to be like, that was our biggest fucking movie, and you ruined our biggest draw in the marketing. They could have sued him out of existence.
Yeah,
they could have sued him for more money than he ever makes. I don't know why the fuck they didn't. I don't think they should have. You know what I mean? I don't think he should have done that. To be fair, I don't think he should have done that.
Part of the marketing strategy, all part of the plan.
It was I'm just mind blown they didn't cook his ass. It's insane. Want to move on to our last DC topic?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Andy Muschietti confirms the DCU Batman movie is
the Maestro.
The Maestro is confirming that the DCU Batman is still happening, but we have to. He said we need to wait a couple months before he announces things, and there are some reports, and which is James Gunn has even said that it's a different movie from the one that he announced. Like whatever it's shaped up.
He said like a lot of changes since they announced that movie. So. Yeah. And for a really long time, there have been those rumblings that Damian isn't even the Robin. That's been a rumor. I feel like every few months there'll be a new rumor about that I'll end up sending to the chat. Yeah, I'm very curious about this movie. Andy is still attached as director.
And once again, this means no Matt Reeves. I know that's been the massive speculation for months has been that Matt Reeves is directing and that Pattinson is the DCU Batman and that, it's going to be the Batman 2 is going to be in the DCU. But this seems to
Are you a merger, bro? Are you a merger, bro? Have you heard that?
No, I don't
That's
know
what they like to call them.
Merger bros?
It's the people who want Pattinson to be Batman. They're called merger bros.
I respect these universes for what they are. Pattinson can do his own thing in his universe. We can have a DCU Batman that was meant for the DCU in the DCU. That's what it's like.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to see what this is.
I'm fingers crossed for Brandon Sklenar Batman, dude. I need it.
I watched Drop on the Plane.
He's
I'm so upset I waited to watch that movie.
Have you seen that one yet, Ben? The Sklenar one, Drop? I'd recommend watching it. The minute he walks on screen, like, this dude is so charismatic. I'm like, I fucking love this guy. He's so charming. He would kill it as Bruce Wayne. And I've seen his, scary
see him in more stuff.
I've seen his scary guy Batman act. So, I'm on board. I'm a Sklenar head.
With Muschietti saying he has to wait a couple months, that means they have stuff like in the pipeline. Like
you're right. I wanted to talk about that. That means they're work. I'm hoping that one of the things we hear in the upcoming months is that they're starting the casting for Batman, or maybe
I would
they've
imagine
done it.
So
yeah, well, the script's almost done, right? So
here's the thing too. We heard about like David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan like 2 years before Superman came out.
Yeah.
So with like James Gunn being like, it's coming out before 2030, guys. I can only my initial speculation. I said this a long time to you guys. 2028.
Yeah,
I feel like that's guaranteed. That's going to be the year.
I'm thinking too.
So we're getting to that time.
When are we getting the Batman 2?
2027.
Okay, perfect.
So they would have
same
to
year as Man of Tomorrow.
That's why 2028 is literally the earliest year they can release that movie. So it makes sense. We'll probably find out who Batman is in the new year.
Right now, I feel very excited hearing all this because we're getting the Batman in a larger universe, and that's exciting to me. This is what I'm talking about real quick. If DC reboots, I'm not going to have these types of feelings going forward. I'm like, that's what I was trying to touch on. I won't have this level of passion.
No,
and
I'm
excitement.
completely. I'm with you there. I don't think I can handle it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I would just be over it. I would just be
like
this, like, all right.
Yeah, you guys had me with this one, and now this universe is never going to finish again.
Yep.
So that would be we shouldn't.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next.
Don't manifest that.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next topic.
Don't manifest that.